Hello, and welcome to Knowing Who You Are Sunday Live.
Welcome to Knowing Who You Are, Sunday live stream of Knowing Who You Are podcast and the channel as well. So people who are watching us regularly, welcome again. And also if there's any new viewer who would be joining or already have joined, seeing that there's something live going on in the social media dome. So, let's welcome everyone. So, interesting thing. I was thinking, okay, I'll get back to that later on. First, let's do some housekeeping. So, what we do normally, what is Knowing Who You Are? It's a podcast. It's also a YouTube channel, but basically it's a platform. We'd like to call it a community as well. Community of people who would be resilient as a result of all the conversation and the mutual sharing of experience and all the trouble and the things we share, be through entertainment, also all around the world. Because as humans, we go through more or less the same set of problems. And sometimes we go through therapy, sometimes we seek mentors, sometimes we have life coaches to help us through these things. So I just thought initially in my own life and in your life, I mean, we all have the similar stories to share. I felt there are things that I've done for my own improvement, and which is an ongoing process, and I think it goes on through your lifetime. So I learned through the mistakes, struggles, experiences, and also there are times when you feel that you literally have reached the pit, to so to speak. And from that, how to get out of that. I mean, I know I sound very morbid today, but the thing is that
It's okay.
yeah,
It's all
but
right.
just to make people understand, because it's okay to feel like that. We have all been through it. It's not that. And even to be honest with you, even being on this journey every now and then, I feel that, yeah, there are times when it's hard to handle. But this journey I have set myself on, and I found through this journey, there are a lot of things I've learned, people I come in touch with, things I have read which I didn't know about that it existed for you help. So I felt that why not create a platform where I'll invite people who can share the experiences and the specialists who already have been through it and they've been working in that field dedicatedly, and also what I've learned through my experience, my research and my reading. So why not go through it? And also in my own academic career, I am following that career path as well, so I can help more people and lead people who need that help in a way that we sometimes end up coasting through life without having any idea where we are going to. So I felt that let's do that, and that's where Knowing Who You Are came from. Because in life, one of the biggest betrayal is that we end up not knowing who we really are sometimes. That's very important. So that's the idea behind Knowing Who You Are. And Sunday live stream is a weekly thing. We do it so we can get connected to more people.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Over to you.
Good housekeeping.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's also really important to say that we're not having this podcast to tell you who you are or teach you how to know who you are. The whole idea is obviously you bring in different people who know, a lot of things and who've been through it. But every individual person who is listening or who has joined us or who's watching this at a later point is just as important, because in the end of the day, it's experiences that really help you, find who you are. And we're very interested to find out other people's stories about this as well. Having been through, what we've been through ourselves, we and having had the great support of people around us that love us, that care for us, and also helped us become who we are today, made us also realize we want to pay it forward. It was funny because it was International Kindness Day last week, and the amount of people that I saw celebrating this was actually really nice. And you realize with all the news that you hear and the things that you see, all you have to do is, type in YouTube, faith in humanity restored, and you see thousands of people who go out of their way to help others. And it's unfortunate that that's what you don't see in the news. You see about how the latest bomb went off or the latest whatever catastrophe is, but what you don't see is the thousands and thousands of millions acts of kindness that go on all the way. So this is what we tap into, and this is what we look for. So Because in the end of the day, with help of others and surviving these things, it's easy to get through things, but not when you're by yourself. So again, this also gives you that platform.
Yeah, I mean, as social animals as well, we need help from others all around us. And that's why sometimes it's hard to talk to people about our problems. This is one of the things as humans, this is how we are conditioned through the society, because people are out and there are many people all around us and the whole society sometimes to show us, and especially now in this day and age of comparison, through the social media. So we are always very conscious and also very anxious to show the best version of ourselves. So this is one of the problems why we sometimes end up not talking about the problems that we are going through. But when we have a platform, then everyone is talking, even if you're talking metaphors about a friend, who's going through this problem, my friend. So
it's true.
It solves the problem. And you get to know, and probably there will be someone who's bold enough to share their own experience. Like I never get scared of sharing my own experience. The thing is that what people can think, what they can think, they are totally is their prerogative. But the thing is that being honest to myself, and you cannot deny whatever you have been through in life. So I felt from that perspective, it's very good too, and it's the honesty also brings self-respect for your own self. And it gives you resilience, because once you are courageous enough to talk about the struggles that you've been through, and you can share, you're not afraid to talk about those things, I feel that you already have crossed a hurdle. And also being awareness is the first step to find the solution to any problem.
True.
So once you know where the problem is, or there's a problem with you or your life or anything, so that's the first step, and from that point onwards you find the solution for yourself. So that's where Knowing Who You Are came from. Yeah, quite a lot of long definition.
Big housekeeping today.
Big housekeeping.
This is good.
Yeah, where's that? Let me see. I'm trying to find that. Yeah.
This is the brush for his equipment that he uses to clean it.
So everyone who has joined us today on the live stream, welcome to Knowing Who You Are, and let yourself known if it's possible, because I know normally the regular viewers, if you are one of them, possibly by the time we would have heard from you and would have said hi, how are you guys, or everything. So you can do that too. There's no harm in it. And welcome to you as well. I mean, whoever you are, and joining and listening to the talk and joining the conversation. So I have released some videos, as you know. Oh, Yusuf has joined.
Hey,
great,
hi,
Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Hi, Yusuf. So I've already released some videos, and they're coming in sequence. Tonight there will be release of another video. So on the first one, I talked about what makes us powerful in terms of what is our strength. So I'm doing this series in Bengali. So people who are Bengali speaking, or for the Bengali speaking part of the world, and people who are watching the show as well from different parts of, say, Bangladesh, or even any part of the world, if you're from the Bangladeshi community. So for you, I have decided that let's do something in Bangla as well. So on that podcast and all that, also, this is a short talk. Normally, I would like to do it within 10 minutes. But it's some ideas that I'm coming across. And from my experience, again, I always say I make a lot of reference from the research papers, and also people who had found they have some data which they have provided. And once I go through it, I mention their name, I add, and I learn from them. So that's what I share. So if you want to know more about this one, if you haven't seen it, I would suggest you can go to the YouTube channel, Knowing Who You Are, and the videos are there. Another one is getting released tonight at midnight. And there I'm talking about the enemy of happiness. What is the problem? Why we sometimes struggle to gain our happiness. So I would urge you to say that. But in the meantime, let's talk about that. So since now it's an opportunity of kind of having a translation of the ideas that I've shared on those videos. So what do you think? What makes you strong? Going to the gym frequently?
Well, it makes my body strong, yes. It would.
Yeah, and strong body doesn't always make you stronger, in a sense that you'll find that many people very strong, big muscle and everything, but they have probably a heart of a small rat.
I think that going to the gym, the part that actually makes you strong as a person is persisting on whatever it is that you're doing. And if you are on a particular machine that you can't overcome and you're forcing yourself to do it and do it and do the repetition and then do one more when you think you're giving
It's a very
up.
interesting idea.
That's when you as a person become stronger while you're building your body anyway.
It's like the Spartan training method, and it's their ethos as well. When they used to say they sweat more in training, so you can bleed less in war.
Yeah, well, that's kind of true, isn't it?
So when you get ready,
more liquid, less liquid.
Yeah, it's about preparation.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you prepare yourself, say for example, how my training, I've been training since my childhood, but in different ways. Sometimes, I mean, back in the days, I always mentioned that the idea of going to the gym wasn't there. And in my city as well, I'm talking about, I'm a kid growing up in early 90s when I started understanding the whole things, and late 80s, you can say. So yeah, my age as well. So the thing is, gym wasn't a concept. Healthy body, healthy mind, as Yusuf said, and who's very much health conscious, as we know. Yeah. So Yusuf can probably give us definitely some pointers. He had been through his own personal struggle of health, and also how it helps a healthy mind. As he said, healthy body is a source of a healthy mind.
And when we say struggle with health, it was not a habit that he had. It was because he had COVID, and then it was followed by cancer.
Twice, right?
Yeah, and then cancer, which he then beat. He beat all of it.
I hope Yusuf doesn't mind that we keep on bringing it up every time.
You're a hero.
You're a hero. That's the thing. And the world needs more heroes, to be honest.
Who
people
have the guts.
Who are resilient. And knowing who you are is the community. We're trying to bring more heroes in the platform so they can share their stories. Yeah. I mean, we have heard Yusuf so far many times, and in the last couple of weeks, he had been here, amazing recitation, his voice, his delivery, his rendition, everything, and also his knowledge of the Urdu literature and poetry. Yeah. So it's really had been a great addition to the show. So I would really love to talk to Yusuf, and I've been trying to get him for an interview for a long time. But busy as he is, it's really hard to get him on the platform. But if it's possible, we'd like to talk to Yusuf, and probably he can share some of his stories with us, and it will be helpful for people.
Yeah, and he's saying here, think positive and get positive. It's true. It does start with a mindset, doesn't it? Very
Mindset,
true.
and I learned about something as well. It's a very interesting idea, heart set. So it's a new concept. It's an idea by Robin Sharma. He is a life coach as well. Yeah. And he had been a monk himself. Wow. So what is in Canada? So this guy, he says, heart set is the thing, being connected to your emotions. Because the thing is, normally if you think that, okay, you are develop yourself intellectually, so your mindset, your growth mindset, you're growing, you're learning new skills, but so long, it's not connected to your emotions, and then you never end up deliver the best that people need. And sometimes, as we say that, as I was saying at the beginning of the show, that coasting through life, that's the idea. Most of us are like, okay, I'm alive and I've got this job. Okay, now my 5-day routine in a weekday and weekend is coming. Then I go for a party. Like every Saturday, we go out, but on a different mission, like connecting with friends, not to get drunk, by the way.
No.
So,
we're very boring. So, we don't drink.
Yeah, we're very boring, but we look around, see people, and do our favorite things.
Oh my
like
God.
we had watched a movie last night. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
that was Esther's recommendation. And so we went with Neha, one of our best friends, and we enjoyed the movie. It was a book, and it's not even about the movie. No, it's about spending quality time.
Yeah, and then we had dinner together with the three of us afterwards.
Yeah.
And really nice.
It's connection.
Yeah.
It's having more connection. So that's the idea. And Yusuf is giving us amazing pointers so we can keep on elaborating on that and talk. And always
use positive words and make your surroundings positive. Yeah, we actually started doing a thing where when we say goodbye to each other, we don't even say goodbye. We actually try to say as many times, see you later, or au revoir, we'll see you later. Yeah. Because goodbye is like an end, whereas we don't ever want this to end.
Make your surroundings positive. So Yusuf, when you say always use positive words, because one of the things we do, we try to, this is another interesting thing. How many times, especially nowadays, tranquility you'll find is a luxury. So we are always distracted by our digital distraction is always taking our kind of attentiveness and also our focus. Every few seconds, every few minutes it happens. Yeah. So it's hard to connect with yourself and to be alone by yourself. This is one of the problems we have. And once we don't have that, and sometimes, it's hard to be by yourself because we're scared to be by ourselves. Because when you're scared, when you be yourself by yourself, what happens is that you not only start thinking, you start feeling as well. So the problems you have, the struggles you have, you start feeling those, and try to avoid this. People probably watch TV all day if they have that luxury of that time. Or some people get into drinking, some people go out or get drunk, or some people probably gossiping. You'll see some people are always on the phone, one phone call after another.
Did you see here? Did you hear? I heard, blah, blah, blah.
So that's the point. When Yusuf said that, always use positive
Yeah,
words,
true.
that gave me the idea.
Yeah.
So in terms of when Yusuf says that always use positive words, how do you practice that? It'd be good to know how you implement that one in your own life. So if you could give us some idea, you're very welcome, Yusuf, to give us a phone call. And the number is on the screen for anyone, whoever is watching from any part of the world. You can use your WhatsApp, but if you're in England, you can call us directly 07308 192 908. And I'm trying to, I just suddenly remembered I need to speak a bit slower for people to understand the concepts that I'm talking about. So that's why I went there.
Well, you're very good at explaining concepts, because I know that we talk about them a lot, but it's good if you use examples, and if you use different things that, give you a good idea of how something works, or analogies or something like that. You know what I mean? Because that's the main thing that I think that makes it very real, because the subject is very real to you because you study it so much. But if you use analogies, which you always do with me, so I think your talking speed is just fine. Just explain every now and then what you mean.
Yeah, it's interesting
for us normal people.
Yeah, I mean,
just kidding. I don't think myself a lesser person. It's he's very educated.
No, I mean, we are educated in our own ways, every one of us.
Yeah.
And what they say, it's a very interesting concept. I like that idea that don't only be a producer, also be a philosopher. I mean, it's very interesting in this world when we believe in productivity, efficacy. Okay, if you're studying something, what are you getting out of it? And funnily enough, when I was growing up, the idea of a degree in philosophy, especially countries like in the subcontinent, especially when a country, they need more productivity, especially in a materialistic kind of way. And when your main focus is to earn your livelihood and make sure you have a roof over your head. So it's more about, okay, what are you going to do with the philosophy degree?
Yeah.
So you need to be an engineer, you need to be a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah.
But now it's so funny that all around the world you hear the concept of philosophy. Even I find people who are studying AI, artificial intelligence, and who are engineers, who are doing PhD in computer science, they are studying philosophy. Because
sense.
it's important idea. Philosophy is not like an abstract concept.
No.
And that's an idea when you learn to meditate with your ideas and also spend time by yourself. And also give yourself the time, and you're not scared to be alone. When you feel something, what's going on, the struggle that you have inside, and when you feel them, when you're alone, you're not scared of them because you find the answers to philosophy. So it's very important. And while you were mentioning, why I brought this one up, because we have this thing, and you keep on mentioning it every time. During our breakfast, we have this conference we have, and you say our philosophy session.
Our philosophy morning.
So once we have stopped talking about it, once I stopped talking about it, and you're like, I love our philosophy morning, our philosophical morning.
No, what tends to happen is that, because if you think about it, what does philosophy do? Philosophy looks at, you have a situation, or you have a piece of data, or you have something, and you're analyzing what it is. You take it apart. Why did it happen? How did it happen? And not from there's just an analytical look at the situation. And we end up talking about, oh yeah, I got this maybe very interesting how, what she responded to. I think it's because of what I said here, and I'm really happy. Or something at work, like I'll analyze, it's going really well, I'm really happy with it. So what did I change that I feel more comfortable in certain things? And we'll just take them apart, really.
I mean, that's the idea. When the Greek philosophers started doing these things, that was their idea, to know about the world, know about their surroundings.
Yeah.
Because it's not about just, okay, I get up in the morning and wait for the night to come, then I'll
Yeah.
fall asleep and repeat the same routine every day.
Yeah.
So rather than everything you go through, find the answers. The only way to find the answer, or the way to finding the answer, is philosophizing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think, when you try to find the source of the pain, or the
Yeah.
struggle, or
Yeah.
the anxiety,
Yeah.
that's the only way. And it's the love of knowledge, but the knowledge about yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go, about
so-
knowing who you are.
And you have that element, and also being able to analyze something realistically as to how it came about. It will allow you to possibly have closure on things that happened in the past, but it will also allow you to predict what potentially can happen in the future. And it just puts you in the driver's seat of your life, knowing how to look at things. And it takes courage, because sometimes, we are in the wrong, and we
Yeah.
have to look at it from a point of view like, okay, my bad.
Because that's the idea about here and now, since you mentioned that, because whatever you're doing now, you're sowing the seeds that you can reap the harvest in
Yeah.
future. It should be another set of present, because there's no idea of future, basically. That doesn't exist. So every time you move on to a new set of time, every time you found new present moment.
Yeah.
So
Very true.
what I was talking about in one of the videos, I was saying about the Animal of Happiness, which is releasing tonight, is most of the time we stop ourselves, whatever we have, we never get the time to appreciate what we have now in the moment. Say, for example, we're always thinking about what will happen if that happens.
Yeah.
So we always run after the conditional happiness, that if I have that job, and if I have that bigger house, if I have my salary I get an increment of £2,000, or whatever you think about, then every time you think, then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
So it's like you set a condition to your happiness,
Yeah.
that you won't be happy until and unless those sets of conditions are met.
Yeah.
So that's the problem
Yeah.
of the happiness, which, oh, hello, lovebirds. Oh, who's that?
What? Oh,
Suhana.
that's what she said. I'm like, yeah. I thought you said
In
to
the
me,
middle of the-
hello, lovebird. I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
really nice.
No, you are. So in the middle of the conversation, I saw the
Just
comment, and I totally sidetracked. Okay, yeah, hello to you as well, lovebird yourself, unless you have another bird with you, so we can say that you're a lovebird too. So yeah.
But I wanted to add something to what you just said, if I can.
Yeah, please.
We had a really interesting, it was a silly example. You could think it's silly, but it actually portrays exactly what you're talking about. So the other day we bought a return ticket to go to a specific place. And when we arrived at the second to last station, we were told that the train that was supposed to take us to the last destination was cancelled. So we thought we're going to take a bus. And I was like, oh my God, this ticket doesn't cover the bus. It's just the train. And you're like, don't worry about it. And I think, yeah, but it's not right, and the guy's going to say something, and the entire way, all the way to the bus, I'm thinking, it's not really right, we shouldn't be using this ticket, and you're like, I'm not trying to rip them off, we paid to travel to said location, and the ticket says, via any route, and obviously when we went on the bus, it was totally fine, the guy accepted our ticket, and it was no big deal, and it made me realize I wasted that 15-minute time worrying about something that needed no worrying, and even if it wasn't right, we would have been able to solve it by tapping it and paying £1.50 for the bus.
Yeah.
Big deal,
No, because then what happened, whatever moment you had, you
Yeah,
lost it
I
by
know.
worrying. And I kept on saying, please, guys,
I
don't
know.
worry.
I know.
But no one was.
Me and
listening
Neha
to
were like
me.
ready to pay, and then we both realized it was totally not
Yeah, just
necessary.
pay for it. I mean, if
Yeah, it's
that comes, because
Yeah.
you already have made the decision
Yeah.
that you will pay for it.
I know.
Rest the case and enjoy the moment, right?
I would have gone up to the bus driver and confessed, I'm so sorry, we had the wrong ticket, I'm paying, you know what I mean? And why, anyway, it's another way of not just being in the present moment and worrying about something that really just doesn't need worrying about. Because, if we were trying to, not pay or go in cheaply or whatever else, but we were not even doing anything wrong.
So what's happening, I mean, if Suhana, or she left probably, what's happening in the Dallas land,
Yeah.
Texas?
We want to know.
Yeah, we'd like to know.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Because
her.
every time I keep on saying
very
Houston,
funny.
Texas, and she says Dallas, Texas.
Oh, no.
So it's been happening for episode after episode. I think I'm right today. Yeah, I'm here,
Hey,
Suhana.
she's here.
Suhana
That's
is here.
great.
So Suhana, today I got it right first time around. So I said Dallas, Texas. So that's where you are. So yeah, what's happening there? And Suhana, any new give us a call. It'd be nice to talk to you. That'd be great. And we would get some more updates and how, I mean, she is progressing so fast. Oh,
Oh,
yay.
yay. That's probably because you got it right on
I
the
got
location.
it right. Okay. So do you know where we are?
Where are we?
No, I'm asking her.
Oh,
That'd be pretty easy.
we are in
probably.
your studio.
Yeah, okay. And where's the studio?
And it's
That's
the Knowing Who You Are studio. Somewhere on planet Earth.
Okay. Okay, calling. Good.
Woohoo!
We have to get ready with Suhana's calling. So it'd be nice to talk to you, Suhana. And Suhana has already introduced and shared our podcast to many people she knows among her friends. So I would urge people who are watching. So it'd be great if you share. Oh, it's the wrong.
Hey, we click it in.
Oh yeah, it's connected.
It's correct?
Fine. Yeah.
We're good. We're good. We're technically good. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How
You're so
are you
funny. I thought in the middle of summer he suddenly calls me Lovebird. I was like, that's very sweet.
Yeah, because suddenly my eyes went to the screen and I saw "Hello, Lovebird," and I just read that. You know, it's a mental thing.
That's funny.
Totally.
How is you? How is you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Nice.
But I think I had a couple of days ago COVID symptom, but
Oh,
my God.
I get over it
Oh no.
But you
with
didn't.
my vitamins.
Yeah.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you had like I was feeling quite, I would say, under the weather today when I started out, and I felt, oh my God, do I want to do the show today? But then we decided probably let's do at least show up and do it at least for an hour, you know. So we get to talk to Suhana from Dallas land.
Thank you, guys.
So
I
Suhana,
also wait for the Sunday to
Oh.
talk to you guys too.
That's really nice.
that's so nice.
That is honestly why sometimes, things happen, and this is what it makes us. This is why we do it, because we have great people that follow us and are with us on this.
Yes,
So on this journey, and Suhana is apparently, I think, Suhana, are you starting a radio show or something of that ilk?
Yeah, it's with a non-profit organization. So I'm bringing.
We are
small
non-profit organization
businesses.
too.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting. Actually, I started, so
Yeah.
I'm planning for their small shows, which is it's going to be all the state.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting doing
What-
every state from Dallas, Houston, Austin. So he does a lot of.
So
mental
you'll
illness
cover
days,
Dallas.
then-
You'll cover Dallas, so you'll be the
No, I'm going to
spokeswoman.
be everywhere. All
Oh,
over the state.
wow. So you'll be traveling.
I'm going to fly. Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna flying,
God.
And then I'll do that, and I'm going to bring the team over there. So.
Proper celebrity
So I
life.
can
Private jet
keep my
flying
job.
around,
I don't
jet
like
setting.
9-to-5 job. Trust me. I don't like 9-to-5 job.
I mean, yeah. I think most people, if you ask them the question now who are watching, they would agree with you normally. I mean, and
But,
also.
yeah, but you have to do something about it, right? You just cannot say, "Oh, I don't like 9-to-5
Exactly.
job," and then sit around in this chair. But you have to go and risk yourself and do it.
That's a very
in
good
your
point.
Spare time, so that way you can fulfill your dream and you can, achieve your goals and dreams.
When did you feel that you need to do something about it? Or, because definitely you probably had an idea, being a free spirit yourself, you probably always felt, oh, I really don't want to, trade my time for money. So I want to do something for myself, because the time you spend working for someone else, if you do it for yourself, I mean, you could be a millionaire with probably sometimes. I mean, many people have proven it within a year. So when did you start feeling?
So I always wanted to do something from childhood. Like I always have ideas, always in my mind. So I have a lot of ideas of business. My whole family everyone is in business except me. So and my brother, he doesn't like business. But I always wanted to do something creative and something unique. It was in my mind, but after marriage, divorce, as I told you last
Episode,
time, I believe, that after second divorce, I get more focused and I kind of clear my mind what I actually want and how I want to see my life after 2 years or 3 years, who I want to become and what I want to do. So everything was like clear, and I start feeling at 2019, since start feeling that 2019 it was getting cleared.
Yeah, many things I felt as well, to be honest. Because when there's an idea of burnout, I mean, I feel every now and then, say when you're overproductive or thinking something, or when you get scared even sometimes about situations, that's the time to probably divert your attention towards something else, and it helps.
Yes,
And to be honest, I
it
started
helps.
doing my first online TV show during the pandemic, and that gave me the idea about this podcast, even though I wanted to do something about this one. But then I thought, okay, let's start, let's not wait on it anymore. And that's when the whole
Yes.
website and everything I set up. So, Suhana's case, one interesting question, because many people who are watching, every time say you're mentioning about when my second divorce, my first divorce, because there had been a very huge taboo attached to this idea of being a divorcee or being divorced. Did you face that, especially coming from an Asian community, Bangladeshi community, and also you deal with people who are from this subcontinental community? So, how did you deal with it, or what was your initial experience? How people looked at you? Because I remember being in 90s, early 2000, when someone said a woman is divorced, they're like, okay, people would like to take advantage of that person. Like, okay, she's single and she'd been through it. It's always like they treat people as damaged sometimes, if I'm not wrong. So, how did you deal with what you faced?
Okay, I mean, divorce is not, it's a big deal, I believe, but for the older ladies, like, age of 65, 70, to them, it's the big deal, but not to any, I don't feel like that divorce is the main issue, but if the person got twice married or third time divorce, second time divorce, then they get like, okay, this person has something wrong in it, or why she get two times divorce, and then they start looking at that person in some suspicious way.
No one thinks that the person could have been unlucky in finding the right person. Every time they're thinking they want to do
No,
something nice about their life, they want to settle down or find
no,
that right person.
not in this community, Asian Bengali community, or I saw a lot of Indian community. No, they don't think that. It's if it's the girl, every time it comes to that, woman is the main problem.
No, I mean, men,
Uh,
women, it goes both ways, to be honest. I mean,
yes,
I feel that people judge you straight away in your character, and probably you have a
yeah,
shortcoming or something, and they never see the whole picture. But, it's always easy to be on the sideline and be a judge of other people's character and what they're all about. So every time you face that, how did you handle? Did you ever feel weighed down that, okay, my life, okay, I people are thinking of me like that. So how did you handle that? What was your way of dealing with it?
okay. The first thing is I don't care about what people say. First thing,
Yes.
and
Hey!
it doesn't. It comes from my one ear, and I take out from other ear. It's like I don't actually don't care. I laugh on their face, like
Good
if
for
they
you.
say
Yeah,
something.
high
Good.
five.
We like.
So
We're
because I don't let that comes inside me because it will hurt me, it will damage me. Why would
yeah.
I let damage myself? My
True.
life is very valuable. Eh, just for them, and I feel like when I see myself now, I feel like I'm a smart. I'm I can do whatever I want to, and I'm smarter than them. So why would I listen to them? Hello.
Exactly. That's so nice, one. And I like your openness, and also how you are so sure about, because you don't have to make up this answer. Some people can sometimes, just to look good, they say certain things. But you say that because it's already inside you. You're just like that because you know the answer. And I believe this is one of the problems people have, that when we are so worried about what other people are saying, around us,
Yes.
and that's what stop
Just
us.
be yourself. Yeah.
Because
It,
anytime
yeah.
we are coming live, doing this live stream, we run the risk of being judged by others
Yeah.
and saying that, okay, yeah, they're doing this. Or some people might be hating. And also, it's always like when you're the high flying bird, you're the one, you run the risk of getting the first arrow, to be honest. So
It's true.
Yeah.
there's no harm in it. So, Suhana,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
hear I mean, we'd like to end this call on a high note. And people love your voice, and you have such good, nice room reverb, which is natural.
You do.
Yeah. So.
You've got a proper audio voice.
Yeah, and you have a proper audio voice. I mean, Esther, by the way, loves your voice.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you, Esther.
You're welcome.
Well, it doesn't mean that I said that I don't like it, but I was.
No, I commented on it specifically last week. Actually, after the show, we were sort of recounting what happened. It's like she sounds like a Disney movie princess.
Oh.
There we go. No problem. Well, thank you for calling again. And it's really nice to have you part of our show.
Yeah, and I want to listen to that song before she leaves.
Oh, ooh.
That's why I was getting there. I was like, room reverb and everything, you know. I said, okay.
Okay. आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे हर जवान पर सबको मालूम है और सबको खबर हो गई तो क्या आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे हर जवान पर सबको मालूम है और सबको खबर हो गई. Okay.
My God. You know, the COVID-like symptom added more sweetness to your voice. I must have to say. Because the moment you say...
I'm still having asthma. And
oh, no.
Because
God.
you did something... it's like Tokyo or something you said. And Esther looking at me, I don't know if you had seen her. She was like, oh my God.
Look at the replay afterwards.
Yeah. So Anna, thank you. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
And have a great day.
And be well, eh? Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Sure. Thank you. See
All
you
right.
next
Bye-bye.
week.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, yeah,
that was so
everybody.
sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
So
that.
Swana would know what she's talking about. And yeah, I mean, it felt that her voice got even clearer somehow.
Yeah.
And she sounded upbeat and
Yeah.
how she's singing.
It doesn't
Amazing.
mean we want you to stay ill. It just means that you're doing really well.
Yeah. Keep that ill voice, by the way.
Oh, God.
Sick voice,
That's
right?
what I'm trying to
No,
say.
the word is like sick voice.
That's sick.
Legit.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Rad.
Yeah.
Radical. Radical.
Spot on. Okay, so now I would like to kind of throw some caution in the air. I mean, it's really now, I see that people are listening to it and we have already some audience members with us. Unless someone calls us today. I mean, we are planning of ending the show within an hour. So it will be another 15 minutes and we are gone. Vanished. Out in thin air.
Like Aladdin.
Yeah. So, if anyone is watching now, the number is on the screen. You can give us a call like Sohana. Be bold and say
Beautiful.
that you really don't care about what other people think, how you talk, what your voice sounds like, or, or what you're talking about even. No one cares. Like, we are
Yes.
talking, we are just communicating. Hello, Simon from Dhaka.
And
You know
meanwhile,
Simon.
we have some people that joined us that I wasn't seeing.
Quite a lot of people join.
We have
Mo is
hi,
watching.
Sohan. Yeah,
Selena is saying, is the show ending earlier?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Mark Player.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Yeah,
wow.
that's your friend,
Thank you
I
for
guess.
joining the show.
So, yeah, Selena, that's the idea, basically. If no, I missed the beginning. Oh.
Yes, because we
So-
actually started on time.
And you can give us a call, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give us a call and set the mood. We might, I mean, we have another 15 minutes because I was thinking of doing the show for an hour today. As I was mentioning earlier that I was feeling a little under the weather. So my idea was just to continue the show at least for an hour. The main idea is to showing up because that's the idea of building up the habit and not to lose it. And also to be part of this community and also the people who wait for the show, they love to tune in and who are supporting us, be there for them.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And Babu Bablu also, hello. Thank you for watching.
Oh, Babu Bablu, yeah. Babu
you're
Bablu
watching
join.
it, yeah.
I hope, I don't know if you're on a birthday or anywhere. We always ask Babu Bablu to join us. And Simon is saying in Bengali, Kemon achen bhaiya, which means how are you bhaiya? And Bhabi kemon achen. So Bhabi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yeah.
How would I respond saying I'm well?
You say, Simon,
Yeah.
ami bhalo achi.
Simon,
Ami
bhalo
achi.
achi.
Yeah. So that's
Ami
the,
bhalo achi.
yeah, that's the idea. That's the answer
Simon,
for Simon.
Amu bali bati.
Oh God! Oh no!
Oh, what did you say?
And tomorrow is the International Mother Language Day. That's 21st of
I'm
February.
sorry. I'm gonna learn
আমার
some
ভাইয়ের রক্তে রাঙানো 21শে ফেব্রুয়ারি আমি কি ভুলিতে পারি? And she messed up the Bengali. So say, Simon, আমি ভালো আছি.
Simon,
আমি
আমি
ভালো
ভালো
আছি.
আছি.
Good. And Imrul Kais Shumon, let's do that for him too. He said hello.
Hello.
Yeah, but you can say something in Bengali. You can ask him, Imrun, or you can say Imrul. Apni kemon? Is
Sorry.
Babu's name real? I really
Sounds
like
like a
his
superhero name.
Superhero name, Babu Bablu.
Isn't
That's
Selena Ray? That sounds like a superhero-s as well.
Yeah, and there's a nice comment. Simon says, wow. And Imrul Kais Shumon, he's saying, Tomader khub sundor lagche. So which means you two are looking great, are
Oh,
looking
thank
beautiful.
you. Thank
You can
you.
say dhonnobad. Dhonnobad.
ধন্যবাদ.
Dhonnobad Imrul.
ধন্যবাদ Imrul.
So Imrul, I mean, this is how, because normally I try to teach a little bit of Bengali to Esther. Whenever she finds it harder, she tries to avoid it. So live show, we can teach her a little bit.
Yes.
He says, thanks, Bhabhi.
Okay, awesome.
Very nice. See, it's working. Bengali works.
Yes, you have told me. Yeah.
That language has some power.
I'll speak to you in Dutch.
Okay,
How's
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I can do some. Yeah. So Imrul Kais Shumon, tomader khub sundor. Imrul, I would like to talk to you. If you can pick up the phone, 07308192908, and you can use WhatsApp. And I don't know which part. Where are you? Are you in Bangladesh? Or you are any part of the world? Probably.
So we basically have 10 more minutes. How much do we have?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, about
it's
50,
so
50,
nice to
15
see
more minutes.
the constant number of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who are watching
I know,
the show
it's
now.
constant, so
It's really very much tantalizing not to finish it early.
yeah. So
He's in Bangladesh.
We're in 15 minutes, and so anyone who would like to call, you have 15 minutes left.
Oh, and lovely comment. I'm from Bangladesh, and Hassan Sarwar says, "Love this live show, guys. You both have great chemistry."
Thank you.
Yeah, and the physics as well.
And no.
But thank you, Hassan. Thank you. I think Hassan is in Bangladesh, but he trots. He's a globe trotter, so far as I
Aw,
know.
He says, and Imrul is saying, "I'm in Bangladesh. Miss you, my dear friend."
Miss
That's
you
really
too, my
nice.
friend.
That's
Imrul,
really nice.
that's more of a reason to give us a call today. Make it happen.
Call it.
Pick
call
up
it.
your WhatsApp and give us a call. Dial the number
Yeah.
00447 308 19298. Oh, Hassan Sarwar now in the UK. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying,
someone
I've
else
seen him
here.
in Bangladesh, sometimes in other part of the world.
Oh.
CMC Nazimuddin Bappi, CMC, Chittagong Medical College, I think.
Yeah, he's saying. What he's saying?
Ah, he said, hello, Ershad, greetings to both of you. I'm Dr. Nazim, your school friend of college school. Nice to see you, Nazim. Very
Nice.
talented
And he's a
guy.
doctor now.
He's
awesome.
Oh, yeah. Not now, for a while. I think for the last 20 years or more than that.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And he's a senior doctor.
Fantastic.
Oh,
You have such amazing school friends.
Amazing.
Like a
I
school
mean,
of geniuses.
I owe it to
I
the
s-
school.
I saw.
The school is a school of genius, as you say. It's almost like, what's that? The school of magic.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like
Hogwarts.
Yeah, Hogwarts.
Oh, God.
And
So
Sohana say, Esther say to Ershad, আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি. So it means
ভালোবাসি
ভালোবাসি. You just have to say আমি.
আমি তোমাকে ভালোবাসি.
Yeah, so which means I love you.
Oh, I do actually.
I mean, being Sohana, we expect that from you. No surprise. Yeah, Sohana, we love you too. Great job.
Very
Thank
funny.
you.
We got a lot of funny messages coming in here.
And
This is
Selina
interesting.
is saying, Nazim, by the way, so we didn't, as we were saying, senior doctor.
Yeah.
And Nazim would agree with me that collegiate is definitely the Hogwarts. I mean, we have all the genius coming out of that.
Yeah, I mean, he showed me videos of the actual place, like a whole documentary about the whole college. And I've obviously met a lot of the people also, your friends and all
thankfully,
that.
I was
Bangladesh
very
and-
fortunate to be in college school than in Chittagong College, both the places, and everyone I studied with, they really made it big all
Well,
around the world.
Emru is saying, remember Nazim, he's our friend, of course. And then here's the doctor who says, Ershad is also a very talented person of our friend circle. Yeah,
Very
exactly.
sweet of you.
Very talented.
Very kind, Nazim.
Yes, agreed.
And Ershad Bhai, are you still doing live shows with your band? It's more solo shows, but normally what happened, the whole thing stopped during the pandemic. And I also got busy doing other things, but my music is on, I practice, I sing, everything.
Almost every day. And
Keeping
there's videos
myself.
of that
Yeah.
on YouTube as well, Instagram.
So I'm just trying to still working in private to get rewarded in public. That's the psychology when it comes. Yeah. So study in college at school. Imrul as well. Kamrul.
Wow.
Oh my God, what's happening? All the friends are
Well,
tuning in.
They're like, they must be texting each other saying that he's on this live
Oh,
show.
that's so sweet. Kamrul Alamin, he's the guy I went to primary school with, and he was my hardest competitor.
Really?
Yeah, because him and I used to stand, first in the class, and he used to as well.
Yeah.
So in a monthly exam, sometimes he would topple me off my position. Then I'll come back to him probably in the next exam. Oh, we had such hard fight, but
guys.
so much love is still there between us. I'm so happy.
Well, there's another one here. Kamrul Alamin. Hello, Ershad.
Oh God, yes, I'm talking about him.
Oh, this is him. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
good.
Simon
Ershad
is
a superhero.
Oh my God, that's so sweet, Imrul. Very nice. So let's get back to Selena's long message. I just wanted to say regarding tomorrow, Ekushe, that Sylheti should also be celebrated. I have done so much research and it gets really tiring when people look down on our dialect language when people are celebrating tomorrow. I think all languages and dialects should be celebrated for too long. We have been told we cannot speak properly. Well, language is language. That's why it's International Mother Language Day. So every language is celebrated.
Yeah.
And different branches of it, like Chadgaya, Sylheti, Dhakaya, Noakhali. I mean, I've done a radio show where I celebrated literally every dialect. I played song. I got people to talk. Hey, why don't we do something? People should call which district you come from in Bangladesh. Call us, at least speak to us for a minute, where you'll be talking about, I'm talking in your own dialect, be it Dhakaya, Chittagong, Sylheti. And Selena, if you call us, you have to speak with us in Sylheti.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. That'd be fun.
There's a few more messages that are
Oh my
coming
God.
in saying.
Selena said a lot of people, even Sylhetis, do not agree with what I have written, don't know our history. It's very sad actually, but don't want to decrease the positive tone of the show. No,
Yeah.
it's fine. I mean, you can talk about it in Sylheti.
But
if you
we'll
like.
celebrate Sylheti language tomorrow, the Sylheti dialect tomorrow. We can celebrate that too.
Yeah.
Are all your friends from Chittagong
Uh,
or Chattogram?
Hassan is from Dhaka. He's saying, would love to see you live again. Yeah, definitely. I do a lot of live performances as a poet now. I recite my poetry with a lovely good group, BBPC in London. But yeah, performance coming up definitely. I'm trying to get things together, but time is an issue. And also get my band together because people are a little detached.
Yeah.
And Nazim, yes, dear friend, college school is the place where lots of brilliant people came, like Ershad and like Nazim. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Polish that halo over your...
Nazim was in section A. I was in section B. There's section C and D and E probably. I heard...
And he's still not over it.
Yeah. And I heard, I mean, during the admission process, people who got higher marks, this is how they used to divide them.
Yeah.
So definitely if he belongs to section A, I am from B.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about, right?
Ooh la la.
So I'm a physical medicine specialist now
Nice.
practicing in Chittagong.
Awesome.
Hope to see you both when you visit Bangladesh in coming year. Definitely
Sorry,
Nazim.
it's a shame we couldn't see you when we were there last year. We were in Chattogram for almost a month and a half, but it was lockdown, it was red zone, it was everything. And we, at the last moment, we saw a few people, but my goodness, it would have been great to spend the whole month seeing everyone because we have so many amazing friends there.
Because it's really sad thing now. Every now and then people post pictures on social media. People started going out now. So we see that there's some amazing restaurants that open up. And when it comes to food court, food places, I think Bangladesh is the place to go.
Yeah.
And they're so innovative now, the designing wise. All the ideas they're getting is amazing. And I see the pictures. I'm like, oh my God, I have to go back just to go to all these places. And take some selfies.
This is so funny.
Yeah.
He's saying, wow, you remember my section and you are right. I'm section A and Ershad was section B.
Yeah, see, I proved the point.
Love you,
Who's
friend.
superior is Nazim. I proved my point.
I can't believe so many years later this is still...
Yeah.
We know we're section A and B.
Because I came to know about this
Fantastic.
one later. Initially, I would know that, section A, B, whatever. But then I heard that there's a reason for that.
You mean you're not number one?
I mean,
OMG.
yeah, exactly. So I will only call if others do. Selena is saying, okay.
Who's
oh my
Selena?
God, Shoaib Malik. I think
He says, hi.
he's another friend. Manik, Shoaib Manik. Oh my God, what's happening today?
Someone must have sent a text on the Chottogram group or
I
something.
don't know.
The
I'm
college
so
group.
chuffed to
This
see
is
all my
so
friends.
Awesome.
Another friend from he was in college with us too.
Wow.
And he's one of our common friends. Oh my God.
This is so funny.
I'm really happy to see all my friends tuning in like
Hey,
this
we
today.
should do a Zoom meeting with all these people one day.
I think
It'd be
we
really
should.
nice to see them
Even
all.
if the trip to Bangladesh is delayed
Yeah.
because we have some plans coming up
Yeah.
and also due to work and other
Yeah.
commitments, I'm not sure. But I think we can always do a nice Zoom session with all the friends so I can get my friends introduced to Esther as well in one go.
Yeah.
But we are doing the show. That's another benefit where you can see.
Yeah.
So
It's
Manik,
not
nice
fair.
to
I don't
see
get
you.
to see everyone else though.
Yeah.
So that's why.
So Manik, where are you now in Dhaka or Chittagong? Let us know. That'd be good. And also the idea is since tomorrow is International Mother Language Day, 21 February. So I'm kind of thinking, and as Selena said, that all the dialects should be celebrated as well. So I know from the whole list, there are people from all different parts of Bangladesh. I mean, including Selena, who's from Sylhet. I'm from Chittagong. Esther is from Holland. No,
From the-
I
was gonna say.
it's not part of Bangladesh. But
A Dutch colony from Bangladesh originally.
oh God. So you guys can give us a call and we can try to speak in our dialect. I think Manik can speak very good Chittagonian. I think Nazim is not from Chittagong. Nazim, are you from? Yeah. Oh, Selena. So the Sylheti speaks first.
Sylheti has won with the #1 prize, lady. You've won a washing machine.
Hi guys.
Hi,
Hi.
Selena.
It's really hard now. I can hear it just outside my window, and I was writing something. So I'll just call you guys.
Oh, nice.
Um,
So, long live Sylheti.
no, I was having this like debate with somebody, and they were just really getting on my nerves because they're from, I think Ershad would know, like kind of outside Dhaka, like Ghazipur, or within Dhaka, I'm not sure. And it's like when somebody's being so like patronizing and they're just appeasing you, you know, they're just like, okay, you win. I'm like, no, like there are facts and people should know these facts. And Sylheti is not something that was just, made up like 1985 or whatever. It's something from like 6th century, really.
Oh yeah, I mean, these dialects, it's not suddenly came out of nowhere and just in London people speak. This is like Chittagonian, it has an origin as well. Same as Sylheti. I mean, every dialect, they have their own origin and it's not that suddenly they popped up out of nowhere.
Exactly. And I was telling you, I think I gave you a message another time when I said that Chittagonian and Sylheti and Punjabi, they're all like tonal languages.
The very good point.
So this is something we have in common, actually.
So when you say
yeah,
tonal
so-
language, if you can elaborate a little bit and also just give an example.
Tonal language. So what I've read was that there are a lot of kind of connections with Persian and Arabic.
Yeah.
The K is like a soft kind of K, like come on. And we, Sylheti, we say like hoy or khano.
Oh, like Dutch.
It's like Dutch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because if Esther says something in Dutch, you'll see that connection. Can you just think
Yeah.
about?
So the city where I was living the longest was Scheveningen in Schravenhagen.
So you can see, talking about tonal language.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But what
Oh.
Some people.
The reception.
The reception is blue.
Yeah.
Selena, can you hear us clearly because you're breaking off?
Start speaking in Sylheti. Probably it will clear up.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Ah, good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now.
you're clear now. You're
Yeah.
clear now.
Okay, I think it's because of the rainstorm. It's raining really bad.
Ah,
Is
okay.
it? Oh, wow.
Yeah. What's the name of the second one? I forgot the name.
Eunice.
No, Eunice is the first one.
Oh.
No, Storm Eunice is the second one. Storm Dudley is the first
That's
one.
Oh,
Dudley.
okay.
Because it goes
Yeah.
male, female, and then it follows the letter of the alphabet.
The
Okay.
female was a stronger one.
I know. Hurrah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
hurrah, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually say in Sylheti, I was writing, I was like, kita tomatonor dizanol lagi Storm Eunice kilan laksil amare khoy baini.
Oh, it's like Amare Khoibaini is like, would you tell me?
Yeah.
And Storm Eunice, Kita, how do you say that?
I said like basically how.
No, you can say that in Sylheti. I can translate.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a real question. Like, how did you find Storm Eunice?
Oh, how did you find? Okay. And Nazim, he's leaving now. It's midnight. Nazim, thanks for tuning in. It's 1 a.m. in the
Sorry,
morning.
Selena, we just have to say a few goodbyes. Probably all
that's okay.
the people in Bangladesh, because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. If you're still watching, thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
and
That was
Shoaib
amazing.
Manik.
We will figure out a Zoom meeting with all the original collegiates.
That's it. Collegiate, it's a very good idea.
Yeah.
And Shoaib Manik, he's from Chittagong,
Let's
one
do
of
it.
my friends.
Let's do it.
So, yeah, Selena.
Selena, you can join too, just for the hell of it.
Yeah. We can have one Sileti there.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to say something. Oh, no, this was another different comment in Sileti. আমি ভাত খাইছি না আমার যে পেটে বুক লাগে but I think I want to basically get on this call, like get on the live show.
Oh, your Sileti is not that fluent, is it?
I tried. You know, I was very good when I went to Bangladesh, and people were very surprised.
Okay.
But I think now I'm under pressure. It's a little bit, you know.
No, it's all right. Take it easy. Take a long breath and say, because my Chittagonian is the worst. I can, if someone says something in front of me, I can copy and I can make the best copy I can. I really am proud of. But when I have to say something on my own, I have to come up with that sentence myself.
I'm curious. Why was it like that? Like, what happened?
Oh, for me, I grew up in the city, first of all, and in my household, my dad, my mom was from another district, so she was from Noakhali initially, but she grew up in Chittagong all her life. She had never been to Noakhali as well. But my dad grew up in, so he could speak a little bit, I mean, quite proper Chittagonian, but he wouldn't speak in the household. So within the house, we never have this language being spoken anywhere. So I would hear him talking to other people. But being myself, my friends used to talk, but even at school, we didn't hear that much people. I mean, we used to talk like even my friends were joining, Nazim, Manik, everyone. We used to speak like proper Bangla. So that's how it never happened.
Oh, wow. Well, there's someone who actually comments here. This is Hassan. He's saying, I was surprised to learn the other day that Sileti is derived from an old ancient language called Nigri.
See? There you go.
Yeah.
There's someone in your support.
That people are just not looking, not just Sileti, but other people. Because I was telling my mom, actually, during lockdown, I was doing all this research. And then I was like, Mom, did you know that we have a script? And the look on her face, she was like, what?
Really?
That's funny.
Yeah, it's called Sileti Nagri. You can Google
Oh,
it.
that's the one he's saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So we
Fascinating.
have a text, and they used to teach it.
Oh my God, I have to accept my ignorance here. I really didn't get into that. So yeah, linguistics. That's
They used to teach it basically, but then it just fell by the wayside. So
Wow.
the languages that they was teaching was Bangla and English, and obviously Urdu once upon a time. So
wow. So is there any letter I can think of in Sileti that is, say for example, Dutch, being a tonal language, as you know? It was hard. I mean, it is hard still. Sometimes they have the same I mean, there are a lot of things. If you just miss out, if you don't get the tonality right,
it
turns into, it gives
whole
you a different
word.
meaning. It's a whole different word, a whole different meaning.
Different vowels that anyone else has.
So
it's really interesting because even some words, obviously there are a lot of words, and I was wondering this as well. In Sileti, we have similar, like people will understand me, some people, but this is because of the standard Bangla that was taught and, seeped into Sileti through the years. Because you guys say cat is biral, but we say bilai, and that's very different.
Yeah.
And mother-in-law, father-in-law is like shashur and shashuri. And we
Shoshur and Shashuri.
Shashuri, yeah, and we say hor and hori.
Wow.
Yeah, hor, yeah. I mean, in Chittagonian, you have similar words as well. I think Manik can join in later on because he speaks very fluent Chatgaya, I know. So I think he can add something to it. Because I could be, yeah.
Because actually, I wrote a poem about this, but I do speak English. So when I'm speaking to my mom, I do say like in English when I'm speaking to my siblings. But sometimes you can only express in your like mother tongue. So it's nice. But I don't know. I do get very like determined to show people like the facts, especially if they, whatever they kind of grew up with, and they're like, no, that's not true. And I'm like, yes, it is true though.
No, that's good. Facts. And also, it's such a relevant conversation today to have, especially tomorrow is 21 February. So being proud of your own language is one thing. And I believe that Bangla is such a beautiful language, to be honest.
No, it definitely is. I have nothing against Bangla, but what I don't like is people thinking Acidity is like a lower, like a guttural, um, lower version of Bangla, and it's not. And
I mean,
this is
well,
what
in,
we
in
need
that
to.
case, you can say the same thing, most of the dialects, because there are some dialects which are really sweet sounding. I mean, in Bangladesh. Like Khulna, Joshore, and even Rangpur, I find it very sweet. But Chittagonian, even Dhakaya and Sylheti, I think we are kind of the strongest, I would say, in terms of it's literally guttural, and it can sound very nasty if you use it in that way. To be honest, I mean,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
would agree with me.
But
But
can you do the Dakaya one and the Jessore one? I just want to see the difference.
Jessore is really nice. I mean, if there's someone from Jessore, I mean, Jessore sounds more. They have the tonalities. It's already very polite. I don't know how they can make it sound harsh, But Chatgaya, Dhakaya, and Sylheti, it's easy to make those sound really bad. And there are some popular swear words that people use from Dhakayas and even Chittagonians. I mean, it really,
Yeah.
you can make it work if you use Chittagonian.
There are some words in Sylheti that I can't even say to people because it's so like,
So we have someone, Hassan Sarwar. He said, my Nanabari is Khulna, and my Bengali dialect is more like Khulna, even though my Bari is Noakhali. So which I find harder than Sylhet. Oh, Khulna you find harder than Sylhet. But
Wow.
Khulna, I think it sounds very nice to me, because one of my aunts, my mom's elder brothers, so my mom's sister-in-law, so she's from Khulna, and she sounds so calm and polite, when she talks. And it's down to the language, the dialect they use. It's almost like proper Bangla. It depends. Some of the districts, they are bordering with West Bengal, so they have some influence from that
definitely.
part. And
I do think also it depends on the voice. Yeah, the tone.
it depends. It depends. I mean, even with sweet sounding voice, some people, when they speak certain dialect, they can, still sound quite nasty if they want to.
Yeah, there's this word in Bangla. Oh my God, it sounds like Japanese. Maybe I mentioned it before. Is it K or with a J? Oh God, I can't remember. But I
Okay.
feel like it's been influenced,
Because Hassan Sarwar just said, I mean, which I read it wrong. So it's Noakhali. He said Noakhali is harder than Sylheti. I differ. I think Sylheti is definitely harder. Because Noakhali, oh no, there are some words in Noakhali, yeah. But I could copy Noakhali a little bit. But I don't know. Say something. Probably Hassan, write something, I can read it. I mean, if you can say something in Noakhali dialect, or as they say, Noakhaila dialect. So if you do that, I can try to copy that. And
I
Sylheti,
actually want to know what that sounds like
because
I
Noakhali and Chittagong, they had this, century-long battle. Noakhali, people from Noakhali, they would say something about people from Chittagong, and people from Chittagong, they always say something bad about people in Noakhali. So if we have to find some bad examples, we always say, okay, yeah, people from Noakhali, they have done this. We won't say Sylheti or anything normally. So it's an interesting thing. So Hassan Sarwar, if he can add something to it, I probably can try to copy, because off the top of my head, I can't remember any line from Noakhali dialect, or Noakhaila dialect. Oh, he said, I know like one word is
No, he knows like
Noakhali.
one word in Noakhali.
Okay, all right. Yeah, say something. Say. No, I don't want to really disrespect by doing something or saying something which is not right. But I can
It
copy.
can't be any worse than me massacring the Dutch national anthem the other day.
I actually found something interesting. I just googled something. Why do so many Bengali words sound like Japanese? And there's an answer, like a question and answer thing on Quora. So I'm not the only person who actually thinks this.
That's funny. Okay, here's the word.
Okay,
Here's the word.
Hassan Sarwar had given the sentence here. But, the interesting thing is, what do you call water in Sylheti?
Funny.
Funny. But
Funny with an F or a PH.
yeah, so PH is funny, right? It's more like
and it's punny in
funny
Pani
in
is-
proper Bangla, but people in Noakhali, they call it honey.
oh, how cute.
Yeah,
Is it
they're like
Haitam?
People in Calcutta call it Joe.
jol. I mean, it's more people say the Hindu community, they're more prone to say calling it jol. But ami honey khaita. Ami honey. No, I'm mixing it up again with Silati. So, but honey, that's a funny thing. They always just it's a thing people make fun about, like honey. Tumi ki honey khaita ni? So things like that. So
In Dutch we say water.
water. Okay. So they are water. We are. What do Chittagonians? Chittagonians, I think we say funny. Funny, I think. Same as Silati. But people in Noakhali, they say honey. Yeah, that's quite
How
sweet.
funny.
You know. So funny is literally honey. But they stress it. They when they say they put a stress on, I think H is honey. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
Interesting.
I heard there's interesting words. Say, for example, because we had domestic help many years ago when I was young. So the girl came from Noakhali, and she used to speak like proper Noakhali dialect. So sometimes we couldn't understand what she was saying. One day she said, "Ami sali parsilam." So sali, and we thought, okay, chali. Chali means it's more like
Like a shoe shine thing or something.
no, it's more like coal. And when you have
Coal,
the
yeah.
So we thought, okay, chali. So how does it work? But she said, no, it's sali. Then she said, demur. Demur is daur, basically. Daur means run. And parsilam, so she ran. That's the story she was saying. So she said, Ami sali parsilam. And I was like, what the heck she's talking about? I mean, I don't even get that. Then she struggled so much to explain it to us. Like, sali means demur. I said, demur, what's that? Then we got it. Okay, it's daur, which means running.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah. Okay, I got what you said now.
He's saying generally words which are with P are H. Oh, what else?
Or F. In
Or
Rak-
F.
Mm.
Yeah, Hassan Sarwar is laughing.
I feel like Silati is quicker.
Quicker
just
when you
cut-
speak it?
We cut to the chase. Bangla is beautiful, it's long, and I kind of put it more like, it's more, I don't know how to explain it, like poetic and like long, not long-winded in a negative way. Like
No, I get it. That's why sometimes, I mean, it's a very interesting point. Your language shapes your demeanor as well to a certain extent. Emotionally, it shapes you in a way that the whole culture tends to be like that. So
look, if you can say something in, let's just say, you can repeat after me in Bangla. I'm really hungry and I'm gonna go down to eat in a bit.
Okay. আমার ক্ষুধা লেগেছে আমি একটু পরে খেতে যাব. So say for example if you're saying that in Bengali. So
yeah, khuda, but we say fetabuk, okay.
yeah, fetabuk. So it's like your pet means tummy or stomach.
Is empty, yeah.
Yeah, my stomach.
So I just feel like we say more quicker, like amar fetabuk লাগছে আমি নিচে গিয়ে ভাত খাইতাম ও ভাত খাইমু.
One of our friends, sorry, I'm just laughing because he added something to it. He said, okay, Hassan Sarwar added, one word it took me a long time to understand in Sileti was khori instead of pichone. What?
Pichone?
Pichone means, at the back. But
at the back, yeah. So
is it khori?
Not khori.
Oh, khore.
It means I will do.
Oh, khore. And Imrul is saying, Noakhalir public, pagolke bole fagol. So pagol means, crazy.
Crazy.
And he's saying, Imrul says it's fagol. Imrul, where are you from? It'd be interesting to know. Oh my God, I'm loving this language talk. Sorry, Esther is totally. She was like, "What's happening?"
I'm just here, like, and just quietly sitting to the side.
It's a good learning session, by the way. Free course in Noakhali and Sileti and Chittagonian.
Imrul asked earlier.
The conquest of Sylhet in 1303 CE extended the migratory movements of Muslim, Persianate, Turks, and Arabs. They settled among the native population and greatly influenced the local language. Thus, Sylheti derived a large number of words from Persian and Arabic, etc. So, that's why we have the kind of harder K, like it's back of the throat, rather than the softer, and yeah.
Makes sense.
Imrul added to your hungriness and he said, because when you say আমার ক্ষুধা লেগেছে অথবা হ্যাঁ ওই যে the word was that I'm hungry, so when they say that in Chatgaya it's like আর ভোগ লাগে
Oh,
or
good
like
question. Yeah.
bhog, so bhog is like I'm hungry.
Oh.
It's,
See, you know, you say legache, kind of this word. I might not be saying it properly, but we say legs. So we don't have that. Those what do you call those?
you say lakse.
Yes. So what is that in English? You know, when you break up the word. Oh my God.
Oh, what do you mean?
He's from Chittagong.
Oh, he's from
Imrul.
Chittagong. I could tell because
Chotogram.
oh yeah,
A
Imrul.
word like legache. How many like breaks in the word? I forgot the word.
Oh, syllable.
Syllables. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Syllables. Yeah. I feel like we don't have
Legache.
that many.
Yeah.
Or it's a bit less.
You mean silati?
Because we don't say, for example, legache. We say
You say lakse.
Lakse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, as you said, cut to the chase.
I think the chers become sirs. They become harder. Like, and the pairs become f's. So.
Yeah, it gives the shape, and also, but it's very interesting when I hear in East London when people are speaking in English, how they phase in and out of English and Silati. I was telling Esther the other day. Sometimes you're listening to someone, they're speaking so fast, and when they said something in Bengali, when they went to English, you don't know. It's just like part of. So
It's just a part, isn't it? It's just like connected together.
and Hassan is adding to your what you mentioned in terms of lakse. He was saying that in Khulna we say lakse, khaise, paise. So say for example in proper Bengali you say legeche, kheche, peche. But in Khulna as well they say lakse, khaise, paise. I mean this is more like colloquial language.
Yeah.
When we say, you know, like I think colloquial language is more about cutting to the chase. When people don't have this bookish language and they're like, okay, I don't have much time to be proper. And who's saying?
I personally think that we should be given a status. Obviously, people could disagree with me, but this is my own like point of view. And it's not in just Bangladesh. They speak Silati in like the Barak Valley of India. You know. So, yeah.
Really, in India they speak Silati.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, you didn't know this.
I didn't know that. I mean, that's my I literally I'll have to accept my ignorance in this thing. I didn't do much research on that.
So look, Silati is the primary language of Northeast Bengal. Okay, comprises the Sylhet division of Bangladesh and Karimganj district of Assam, India.
Okay,
Oop,
okay.
Sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and I think Greater Maiman Singh. I think. Yeah.
So what Imrul is adding to it, he was saying, you know, in terms of pagol, especially in Noakhali they say hagol.
Oh, okay.
So anything with P, I think they make it they use H, yeah. So pani becomes honey and pagol becomes hagol.
Hagol.
Yeah. Okay, Selena. So thanks a lot. It's a nice conversation. So thank you for keeping us for another half an hour.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Because it was such a lovely conversation, and also Ershad ভাষার জন্য এত মানুষ পৃথিবীতে প্রাণ দেয়নি. Yeah. So especially for the language movement, why we it was.
Ershad, I remember the word before I forget. The word in Bangla that sounds Japanese is kokono. Kokono.
Kokono.
Yeah.
So kokono, it depends how you're saying that. Yeah. So we say kokono. It means never ever or ever.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Selena. So keep on listening to it. I mean, we might be there a little bit more, and then we'll finish the show today. So yeah, nice talking
Thanks for
to
calling
you.
in.
Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, I hope I'm seeing you both tomorrow, celebrating.
Thanks for the invitation. I would have to say for the exhibition that you want us to see, and it's a nice. Is it around the 21st of February, 21 February? That's why they're doing it.
I think now. I think it can't be just a coincidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it has to be, Bangladesh culture and everything.
Yeah. So that'd be great.
Private, invitation as well.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank
It's
you.
terrific. All right, well, you sleep well, and
too.
and we definitely have you back on the show next week, I'm sure.
Yeah, go to bed after the show finishes.
Oh, I'm not going to bed. I'm having my chicken with hot.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right, well, bon appetit.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Selena. So Hassan sir, okay, Imrul said, okay, Ershad ভাষার জন্য এত মানুষ পৃথিবীতে পান দেয়নি. So So what happened was that why it's International Mother Language Day? Because we are the only country who laid down their lives for language.
Amazing.
1952.
Yeah.
So basically, when it was imposed on us that Urdu would be the state language, and they wanted to take the language from us, that's how the seed of the whole war of independence was sown.
Amazing.
I got to go,
Hassan,
guys. Love
lovely
to see
you both.
Hassan, lovely to see you too.
And for all your contribution as well.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, I'm so happy that we ended up, making a contribution to language, dialect and everything. And we somehow, I mean, I would love to have calls when people, I mean, Selena opened it and I was inviting people to join in terms of if they want to give us a call and say something in their own dialect, to show us the power of unity and how diverse the whole country is in terms of language as well.
Amazing.
I mean, India are probably even stronger in that department because they have, I think, 107 different script.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing.
Script, unbelievable.
Yeah. বন্ধু তোমাদের দুজনের জন্য রইল অনেক অনেক ভালোবাসা. Imrul, same to you. He said a lot of love for both of us.
Nice, thank you.
I hope more people call next week. Would love to hear different dialects and language.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
So on that note, I think it's a very good segue into the whole session and we can probably finish it if no one is calling now. So thanks to everyone who has joined the conversation today, and see you next week. And I would like to thank specifically, there's so many of my friends from different parts
really
of Bangladesh
nice.
have joined in.
Really great.
And I was literally chuffed to see all these names popping up on screen. All my friends, I know them so close. So to everyone, I hope you get to celebrate the International Mother Language Day tomorrow, 21 February, and we call it Bhasha Dibosh. So however you celebrate, and definitely
21 February, Bhasha Dibosh.
And Mother Language Day,
Yes.
which will be easier for you. So yeah, celebrate that one and be proud of your own language no matter what. And Bangla especially, it's a beautiful, beautiful language. And definitely all the dialects come from, I mean, they're somehow people in Bangladesh, they're speaking to it, and more or less is connected to Bangla end of the day, because the words we are using, even though they had been deformed or sometimes, because that's how colloquial language works. I mean, when you're talking, you are in a particular area or you are sharing border with a particular area who speak different language. So it will get mixed up a little bit and it would get changed. So Imrul is saying, Ershad Bangla bhasha niye amra gorbo kori. So we are proud of our Bengali language. So that's what he's saying.
Nice.
I hope more people call next week. Okay, wait, you read that. Selena, I wish I could read Bangla as fast as you, Ershad. It's not rocket science, is it? It's not at all. And my Bengali, I don't know, I don't get to practice it that much these days. But yeah, I'm trying to, try to practice as much as possible. To be honest, I have to admit I'm guilty of not practicing it that much, and also since I don't have the opportunity of doing it, and also living in a country which is majority is English speaking.
With a partner who doesn't speak it.
Exactly.
Doesn't help.
So anyway, okay, people, thanks a lot for joining with us on this Sunday live stream of Knowing Who You Are. See you next week again, same time at 6 o'clock. And in the meantime, everyone stay well.
Yeah, and stay safe, because the weather's been pretty crazy out there, and we know that there's thunder and rain and everything. But no matter what, the show will go on.
Yeah. And just to finish, I saw Selena's message. English classes as I do it, so maybe we can do videos in Bengali. So Selena, I invite you to listen to my video that I'm releasing, and which will be released quite regularly every week. There's one already released where I talked about what makes you strong, what makes you powerful. It's in Bengali. Every video would be in Bengali. Solo podcast that I'm doing about a topic, and just to think over certain things and just to contemplate and to have an idea. And it will make you think, and if we practice, I think it would be helpful. Tonight there will be another video we'll be releasing, and on my page, on my profile page, there is this new video that's been released. So in the meantime, people, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, knowing who you are. However you can, every support helps.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.